Hello everyone, bonjour. Welcome to episode number 3 of Tasting with Julien, aka the Social Vignerons Wine Tasting Show. Today we're tasting an affordable southern France Rhône wine. This is a Cotes du Rhone by Vidal Fleury, an affordable sort of everyday French wine in the likes of the Cotes du Rhone made by Guigal, Chapoutier, Jaboulet. This is a négociant wine, meaning that it's blended from different wines from the area. This is a typical Rhône blend. You may be familiar with the GSM blend, so that's Grenache, Syrah and Mourvèdre. It's even more typical in the Rhône to have the GSM-C blend, so Grenache, Syrah, Mourvèdre and Carignan. This has got a dominant of Grenache. It's about 65% Grenache, 20% Syrah, 10% Mourvèdre and another 10% Carignan. This retails in the US for about $15, maybe a little bit more, so that would be about £10. In the UK, 10 to 12 euros. In continental Europe, they make about 400,000 bottles of this wine. So this is relatively broadly approachable. So let's find out what it's worth. Straight away, color is really good. It's pretty intense. This is vintage 2015. This has got roughly 3 years of aging, so I guess what you want and what you need out of a Cotes du Rhone. Pretty dense color. It still has some purple hues, indicating this is still fairly young and it probably has some aging potential still. The nose is also pretty fresh. It's dominated by red, juicy, slightly earthy red berry fruit. We're talking blackberry, we're talking dark cherry, but it definitely has a very sort of juicy, acidic feel to the nose. It's also very spicy, so I guess we can recognize the influence of the Syrah, the typical black and white pepper of the Syrah from the Rhône. So pretty vibrant, juicy and spicy nose. The palate straight away is smooth. It's pretty acidic, quite a mineral tension, but the tannins are smooth. This is a very smooth, generous, round body. This is dry, typically French, typical southern French. The finish is a little warm, so you expect from southern Rhône. This is a wine that claims 14% alcohol, so some fruity generosity, flavors of, again, dark berries, blackberry, raspberry jam, a touch of cassis, a heap of an explosion of spices and pepper, chili-like warmth as well. So we have a wine that is dry. It's got a heap of acidity, solid body. We say mâche in French, which means that you can chew on it fairly well. Quite a long finish for this type of wine as well. So it's generous, it's layered, it's complex. Everything pretty much that you want out of a dry red wine. This is going to be really food friendly. I think the producer website says it goes with pizza, with pasta, with barbecues. All these types of generous, flavoursome dishes. It's got the body, it's got the acidity and the flavour intensity to definitely sustain these sort of powerful dishes as well. Robert Parker gave this an 88 out of 100 points score. The Wine Spectator gave it an 89. I'd go with the Wine Spectator here. I think an 89 plus, but leaning towards the 90 point wine. This is a fairly complete and generous wine. There's for $15 in the US. If you find this for $15, I think this is a good buy. At $20, if you are after a well-made, very well-made, dry, slightly earthy, slightly savory French expression of a generous southern French wine, Vidal Fleury 2015 is a good buy. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Trying a little shorter version today. Hope that works for you. Subscribe if you're not yet. There's going to be plenty of very good episodes of the Tasting with Julien show coming up. I'll see you soon in the wine world. I've made the first two episodes were pretty long. I've got good feedback from everyone, but everyone says my tastings are a little too long, so